I remember having a strange relationship with my family. It was filled with silence. In between the gaps of silence were huge waves of anger from my father, combated with fear within my mother. My siblings left home at the earliest chance they could, and I was always waiting for my moment to escape. That moment came when I was 16, but things weren't as I dreamt. I had just dropped out of school because I became pregnant by a man who was only a few years older. He didn't really behave like a man though. We had a shotgun wedding and he was really abusive and had relationships with other women despite our marriage. After 5 years of suffering, I took my 2 kids back to my parents. I had met God during that time, and my relationship with him felt like a double-edged sword. I was comforted by Jesus, yet felt so ashamed for leaving my husband, especially as I had met a man at my church. We got married and settled our family into a new church where I had an encounter with the Holy Spirit. I remember falling to the floor at the power of God's presence. He reminded me of a memory when I was 2 years old and faced rejection from and hatred towards my father. Over the following months, God highlighted how I was judgmental towards my mother for being weak and enraged towards my ex-husband for the abuse. I was tangled by the sticky black tar of my sin and the sin of others towards me. God's forgiveness was the only thing that could break through it because He is just and has the power to transform our hearts towards those who have sinned against us.